One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Trojans ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
Looking to throw at Sanders. Parking the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Gant. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Punch it out of the air. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And how about setting the tone right now? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often. He picks up the big game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gators have taken it inside the 20. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real...
Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from in, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Gators sending the offense back to work. I'll bet they'd sign up to start every drive first and goal from the 7.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the tailback. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Holds and fires complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
To the air, it's Fleming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup and put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football now. I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Takes the handoff. It's Wolf. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Gators line it up with a first and goal. He'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
I think you love started the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass, it's Fleming. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Now on the return. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle. It's Coles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the run, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive in the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Looking downfield, it's Fleming. Unloads to the wideout. got his man downfield. And he'll have to... Fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, to highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
He's got it again. Breaks the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. They're working that left side, fighting off the defender.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Fleming. Here's a heat. Fires on the move. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. Was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
He's just got a knack. I mean, he just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Wolf. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Moves around to clear up the vision. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff from the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Florida!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
No chance he's taking a knee. Here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Fleming. He's got the tight end. Quick step and go. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Trojans are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. To the air on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Zings it complete to the right. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Great place to start for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Dropping back, it's Fleming. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. The give and tick, 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 tick. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Fleming. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they spike it to stop the clock. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a